going on? My name is TCJ, otherwise known as Timothy Clifton Jr., and this is my car, a 1999 Mitsubishi Eclipse GS. And I'm pretty much making this video to pretty much summarize what it's like to own a JDM car at 22 or such a young age, and kind of discuss some of the problems I've been having, what I've had to go through, and just my experiences with the car so far. I'm sure some of you can maybe agree with when owning some of these cars yourselves. So first off, I'm gonna say what JDM means, which is what this car is. JDM pretty much stands for Japanese Domestic Market, and that's pretty much just Japanese cars, the Subaru RX-7s, 3000 GTs, the tuner cars in a sense, WRX-7s, so, cars like that. And they come with a lot of problems, but there's a huge culture around them, and people, they love them. I love them. I bought one. But yeah, let's get into it. First off, I'm gonna say that why did I get this car? I got this car because I was just graduating high school, and I was looking for a car to drive, and I was looking for a car that I could do stuff to, and maybe start a YouTube channel, make videos with, and kind of learn and grow mechanically, and just get more experience with cars. I didn't really know what to get at first. I was just kind of looking around. First I looked at the BRZs, I looked at the Subarus, I even looked at the Infinities, the G35s, the Qs, stuff like that. But ultimately I set my eyes on this, the Mitsubishi Eclipse. Maybe for a couple reasons. Maybe I watched too much Fast and Furious, maybe I just love the way they sound, but I ended up getting one for myself, and I pretty much got this car for about 3,500 bucks. Now I did overpay for this one because it had so many problems, but honestly, I was alright with that because I didn't end up regretting it. You can pretty much find these cars for maybe 1,000 to 3,000 bucks, probably higher now. But yeah, definitely don't regret that decision. This car has taught me a lot. But I will say, I would have actually changed only maybe a couple things when I was buying this car. I probably should have looked at it more, because you have to be kind of careful when buying JDM cars. You never know what you're really going to get. I would have been, more careful looking at the wiring, maybe how the body was shaped, maybe the condition of the actual body itself. And also, before I would have even thought of buying one of these cars, I probably would have got an actual daily. That would have been the smarter decision. But I was eager to get a car and start modding it, and work on it. I was eager, but I don't really regret it. So yeah. Now there is a couple of problems when it comes to owning some of these cars. I will say parts is definitely a big one. Sometimes it can be hard to find parts, order them, to get them at the junkyard, and that comes with all JDM cars. This one especially, seeing that it's a Mitsubishi, and there's not many of those out, especially with this engine, which is the 428 engine, the more unpopular engine, but still the car is kind of nice. What I mean by that is, for example, pistons, piston rings, something like so, even a connecting rod or a crankshaft. That's not so easily obtainable when it comes to owning one of these cars. You have to kind of outsource it. You have to look on websites that are almost discontinued. You have to look on just forums, stuff like that, to find some of the really basic parts that you need for your engine. So rebuilding these cars can be a bit of a pain, but if you do manage to get the parts you can, these cars can be really fun and teach you a lot. So yeah, the problems I'm currently facing with this car is one, a transmission issue. For some reason the car is not staying in gear. And it has a hard time pulling off. I haven't got a chance to look at it yet, but I will. But that's the current problems with this car. Another problem is that it keeps, for some reason, the power steering belt keeps jumping off, and the other problem I can think of is that my radiator hose keeps, I guess, coming off, maybe because of bolt. I'm not sure. I have to relook at it. But yeah, so it's kind of the smaller problems you face with. But yeah, that comes with dealing with these cars. And when you have one of these cars, especially a Mitsubishi, it's gonna come with problems. That's, you know, I guess that's just a luck of the trade. You know, they're gonna leave you stranded on the side of the road sometimes. They're gonna break down at the most inconvenient times. It's gonna be sitting on jack stands for a while, and that's just how it is. You know, that I accepted that. So I'd like to note that if you are gonna buy one of these cars, especially a JDM car, it's always a good idea to get a spare car for parts, or, you know, maybe engine parts. You never know. So I ended up getting this one, and this one has also helped a lot when it comes to fixing up my car, replacing bolts, screws that otherwise have been lost or, you know, can't find. A parts car can definitely help you when buying one of these. Some of these can be around maybe 100 to 600 bucks or even more. They, you know, but in the long run, it's very much worth it because of the stuff you can easily access when it's, you know, behind your house or in a garage close to you. So a parts car is definitely a good investment when you're gonna buy a JDM car. So you should also save money for that when you're gonna buy one of these cars. Now, with that being said, since I'm a bit of a younger age, I mean, I'm 22, it can be even harder to own one of these cars because I guess, you know, I'm in college and I'm a bit younger, so I don't have the most finances. And struggling to find time to work on this car, or even having really the motivation to work on it and keep working on it. Class work gets in the way. Sometimes I'm just, you know, genuinely tired. But I still find time to kind of work around the schedule and get time to work on this. I mean, I've been kind of neglecting it a little bit, but I will start working on it back soon. I will be making another video later down the line, I don't know when, about what I plan to actually do to this car, like a pretty much detailed list of what the things I want to do. It's a lot, really, but yeah. I'll add that my experiences, you know, with purchasing one of these cars at such a young age have been both good and bad, but it's, like I said, it's a bit of a luck of the trade. You have to take the good and the bad and, you know, see the car for what it is. I'm glad I bought this car, and I don't really regret it. I do still plan on doing a lot of things to this car, and still plan on modding it and having fun with it, going out cruising when it gets running properly. So altogether, it was a good purchase, you know what I'm saying? I could have made smarter decisions, but I don't regret making that one. That one was a good one. So yeah.